Where do you even like source these? All right, so today for Foundation Friday, we're trying out a new drugstore foundation by Makeup Revolution. This is their Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I actually despised the concealer version of this. If you've seen their concealer, it was super popular, so I'm a little bit hesitant to try the foundation. So quickly, just a little bit about this foundation. Retails for $12. You get 0.8 ounces of product, so a little bit less than the standard fluid ounce. It comes in 24 shades, and I have the shade F1. The lightest one is F0.5, which says for fair skin with pink undertone. I got the shade up from that, F1, which says fair skin with a neutral undertone. So that's me. It says it's lightweight yet buildable coverage. It is supposed to be full coverage. Creamy, comfortable formula that dries down to a long-lasting demi-matte finish. It won't settle into fine lines or cling to dry patches. I have both of those, so we'll see how it does there. It says it's for every skin type. They claim they have a jumbo doe foot applicator on here for less waste. Not sure how that's less wasteful, but okay. So I'm going to start swatches right here of the shade F1 compared to some of my other foundations so you can see how the shades compare. All right, so here are some swatches. Right here is the Makeup Revolution foundation in F1. Next over is CYO Life Proof in 101, which is a really good shade match for me. Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 110. Dermacol 208. The NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, which I reviewed already. It's already up. This is in the lightest shade Pale, and then here's the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in my shade, which was Porcelain. So if you enjoy Foundation Fridays, you can give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here and you want to stick around, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. You can join the Bayrito family and subscribe. Okay, so it is 10:17 in the morning. I'm feeling pretty dead right now. It's Sunday when I'm filming this. So here's the packaging. I'm assuming this has a doe foot like their concealer. Yep. Pretty friggin' giant doe foot. Holy crap. Where do you even like source these? Do they make these or did they have to have these custom made? Because this is like massive. Like this is literally the size of my nose. So I guess I'm gonna start out on this side. I've already washed, moisturized my face. It's ready for makeup. Well, that was a interesting sound. I'm gonna do a sponge on half my face like usual and a brush on the other. So let's start out with the Sigma F80 side. So it's supposed to be full coverage, demi matte. And my face is darker than my neck, so whenever I match foundations, I go to my neck shade. That felt very creamy almost blending out. That just blended out super quick and easy. Let's do a little on the forehead. I'm not a fan of this applicator because you're just putting it on your face and then putting it right back in. I don't know why, like concealer, that seems fine, but when you're doing a foundation and putting it all over your face, I don't know, that just seems a little bit more unsanitary. You could just use that doe foot to put it right on a palette and then blend out. My mic better be on right now. Ooh, it's not looking as full coverage as I thought. Like I am gonna build up in certain areas just to get complete full coverage, but I would say it has high coverage just on the full coverage spectrum. I would say it's low full coverage, but it feels nice and like moisturizing and creamy on my face. It feels very comfortable. So I'm gonna use my LA Girl sponge on this side. Doesn't really have a scent, doesn't smell bad, doesn't smell fragranced. For sure, got lighter coverage on the sponge side. You can see stuff still coming through. I would say I got medium coverage, low medium coverage with a sponge. So for me, I prefer brush like I usually do. I'm just gonna smooth this over the center of my forehead and across. And I do want to build this up to get it to full coverage. So I'm gonna add a bit more and blend that out with the brush. Ooh, there we go. Look at that coverage. Oops, sorry. Blends out very quick and easy. It's not looking streaky at all. And on that second, I am now at total full coverage. That's giving me really great coverage on that second layer. Just to even it out, since I can still see freckles and stuff coming through on my forehead, I'm gonna add a bit more up here, especially on the sponge side. All right, so that, I'm looking in the mirror up close, is looking pretty nice. It does look like a demi matte finish to me. You can see a little bit of a sheen. It's not totally flat matte. I would say around my pore area, it's not looking too great, so I would put on my Revlon pore filling primer underneath this one just to kind of help out with that. But everywhere else, it's looking pretty good. Right here, I do see some of my texture. I wouldn't say this is like a really smoothing or plumping foundation, but it feels really nice and comfortable. It doesn't feel drying. It feels like my face is moisturized right now, and it feels just overall pretty good, and I like the coverage that we're getting. So right now it's 10:26. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, and I definitely need some more coffee right now. I need to pep it up for the beginning of this video. Man. So I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so the rest of my makeup's on and it's now 10:54, but we're calling check-in time 10:30. That's when I finished up with my face makeup. I decided to attempt to get myself together today and actually do my hair. Right now we are in natural lighting, so here's what it looks like. And I really am liking it. It looks beautiful in natural lighting. Like, I feel like it looks better in natural lighting than it did under the other lights. Definitely looks full coverage now with those 2 layers. And it definitely has like a more satin finish than I was picturing. I would almost call this just a satin finish, not even demi matte. You can see my forehead looks pretty dewy, which I like. And then here's the rest of my face. I am getting a little bit of creasing starting on my upper lip, so hopefully that doesn't get worse throughout the day. But it looks pretty good. It looks like I'm getting a tiny bit of separation or something right there. I think when I try this out again, I would wear the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer underneath or the Revlon Pore Reducing. I'd actually probably do both. I'd do the Revlon one around my pores and then I would put Tatcha right there. And then I would probably still spray my face with Catrice just because it makes every foundation look way better. But it looks really good. Like, I'm really liking the way my skin looks right now. Let's do a flash test. I'm sitting on my floor right now. Get the hair out of my face. Whoa, hold up. Okay, my hair looked like a wet dog, so I had to put the camera down while I did that. But it looks pretty good in flash. It doesn't look like there's a major flashback. I don't look super ultra white. I feel like actually in flash it looks a little bit too yellow, but in real life I think it actually looks a little bit pink, which is interesting. So the undertone just looks different on flash. Looking at it right here, I think the shade looks good. It's not like super noticeable or anything, so I would wear the shade again. Right now I'm liking this one. I'm gonna tell you guys what's on the rest of my face back in the other lighting. All right, so the makeup on the rest of my face, I actually use this in, I don't know if it's already up or if it's coming because I'm pre-filming right now, so I'm not sure the order everything's going in, but I did another products I never reached for video, and I tried this out in that video. So I'm wearing this again today. I'm using the bronzer and the blush, and I actually put on the highlight too, but it was too dark on its own, so I ended up going over it with my Smashbox Spotlight palette in the shade Pearl right here. I did not have to set my face, by the way. I didn't set any part of my face, and it blended totally fine on top, and it didn't feel like I needed to powder it or anything, so that's another bonus. For lips, I used LA Girl Nonstop Nude Liner with Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer and Tease over top. I think that's everything on my face today. Nothing super exciting. I'll see you guys in a few hours for the next check-in in natural lighting. Right now, 2 thumbs up, looking great. So it's 3:10 right now. I'm actually filming on my phone because I'm out, so I can't show you the time, but it's 3:10, so it's been on for about 5 hours at this point, and everything is looking really freaking good. I am getting a bit of creasing right here, but I'm right under light right now, so you guys can see. Everything looks good. I've been looking at my face. It looks nice and just like smooth and full coverage. I'm feeling it still. So far, so good. Okay, so I'm back home now, so I just wanted to show you guys, well, there's still a little bit of natural light coming in. So it's 5:40, so how long has it been? About 7 hours now, so I'm still gonna do a check-in at the end of the night, but that will be once the sun's down, so I just wanted to show you guys right now. My battery's flashing, great. But overall, I still like the way it looks. Does your phone ever not let you see the time without showing a notification? It's 8:49, so it's been on for over 10 hours now. Overall, it looks pretty damn good. The creasing around my mouth hasn't gotten any worse. I actually feel like it's gotten a little bit better. And my forehead looks a little bit on the oily side. Keep in mind, I am like under a light, so it's reflecting off a little bit. So if you have oily skin, you probably definitely want to powder this one. I don't mind this level of dew. I would much rather have my forehead look like this than be like a matte, dry, cakey mess. And it doesn't look like super heavy to me. It definitely looks like I'm wearing a full coverage foundation, but not the kind of full coverage where it just looks and feels like too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I look cakey. So here we are zoomed in after 10 hours of wear. Like, my creasing doesn't look too bad at all. Gotten a lot worse. I have a tiny bit, but like I said, I feel like it almost looks a little bit better right now. And here's my forehead. Like, it does look really nice and smooth up there, even though it is a little bit, tiny bit oily looking. I really like this. I'm excited to wear this again tomorrow. When I wear this again, I'm gonna use the Tatcha primer on my forehead right here, and then my Revlon Pore Reducing Primer around here. I still don't think I'll set it. I like that I didn't have to set any part of my face today, so I don't think I'll set it. I do think I'll spray some kind of setting spray, probably the Makeup Forever. I think if I do the Catrice, it might be too glowy. If you've tried this out, let us know your skin type down below, how it worked out for you. Do you like it? Do you not like it? So hell yeah, we haven't had like a winter foundation I feel like in a long time. If you did not like the concealer version of this, don't be put off because it's nothing like a concealer. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Foundation Friday. If you did, you can give this a thumbs up. My arm is gonna fall off. I need to work out. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.